Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Gary's Musings. Happy Monday, everybody. What a weekend. What a weekend. Had a good time. Hope all of you caught the live Saturday flag waving in Palm Bay, Melbourne, Florida. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Good to have you. All right. All right. Hey, Charlene, missed you girls. I saw the last part of it. I mean, I caught you towards the end, so I had to watch the replay. I was wondering at the beginning if you killed the boys. I didn't hear them. Hey there, Freedom Misfits. What a good weekend with Charlene or Charlene's place to get together for a few of us from Florida. Had a flag wave on Saturday. Got to meet Freedom Misfits. Love it, love it, love it. And got to meet C for Freedom, the lovely lady. Y'all don't know them, you got to get to meet them. We had a real good time. Real good time. Charlene, of course, was a gracious host. Gracious host. Had a great time. Wish I didn't have to leave. But I see they waited for the banana pudding till after I left. After the gallbladder surgery, I can't eat bananas. I tried one Saturday, got really sick. I mean, no, Friday, got really sick. So, yep, it's the way it is. You gotta watch what you eat, especially after you have the gallbladder taken out. You never know what's going to set you off. I say, hey, Nobby, how you doing? Good to have you. I watched another English one today. I watched Shaz take her walk. And I watched the Freedom Misfits. If you missed it, they're making Thanksgiving dinner early. Oh, ladies, you see I got my hair put back. It might not be perfect, but yeah. Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. Keep it out of my eyes. My mouth especially. So what everybody else do during the weekend? I see most of them was with me this weekend, except for Nobby and Lynn. We had a good time. Great time. One thing, if you've never done a flag wave, you've got to do it. You got to do it. What you sorry for? I don't know what you're sorry for. Cannot. Cannot was Guy Fawkes last night. I don't know who that is. Oh, Thanksgiving. That's all right. Y'all enjoy. I had a good time. I enjoyed. I come back from the doctor, which everything turned out looking good. So I laid down a little bit and woke up just as you was ending your stream. So yeah, I watched about half of it before I come on. Everybody go watch Freedom Misfits making dinner with Charlene. And yeah, neither one of them can I eat bananas or eggs. Okay, I got you, Dobby. Yeah, about the same thing. Yep. Well, Saturday I saw no freedom fingers. Charlene saw one, so it's pretty good people passing by us. When you're flag waving, you see different types of people. You know, if they're driving by in a Tesla, they don't beep. They drive by in a Caddy, they don't beep. Mercedes or something similar, they don't beep. You get a pickup, Jeep, any other car, man, they blow the horn like crazy. They must have had a sheriff's, Florida sheriff's from all over the state come in this weekend. I know they have a training range down there, but there was all kinds of big trailers from different sheriff's department come by and blew the horn and waved and had a good old time. The wind was ferocious. You watch the video, you can see it was, boy, knocked my phone out of my tripod onto the ground, gave everybody a headache. Surprised it didn't give my phone a break, but it turned out okay. Knocking everything over, my hat, you name it. If it wasn't tied down, it blew. But that's what we need to do. We need to get together, have a lot more flag waves, a lot more camaraderie, get small groups together, and not join a group, but get together and help each other out. No matter who we are, what group we belong to, all get together as one big voice, not a group, but a voice, a wave. Everybody unite, get together, get out there, wave the flags, let people know who we are, and you'll learn. You'll learn from having one to the other. You know, you can't remember everything in the flag wave, but you try to remember everything, get her done. That is one way to get people in. Freedom Misfit Sons got out there and they were passing out the cars. When the cars come to the red light, they would go and stick it in their face. Most of them took it. Yeah, if they was in England, we wouldn't be able to do that because y'all are on the wrong side of the road. You can't get to the. Well, maybe it'd be easier, but we'd have to be on the other side of the road from where we were. Oh boy, that's a headache. It's a headache thinking about that. You have to stand in the middle of the road, in the middle section, to hand the driver a booklet. Hmm. How do you do it there, Nobby? Hmm. Trying to read Austin Martin's old English ones. Okay. This is what Nobby says about it. But a lot of fun. And stole your language. Hot dogs. Oh man, hot dogs. Best eating there is. Best eating there is. Everybody got to have a hot dog once in their life. I can't take the pork too much. I don't like the pork hot dogs, but I do like the beef. But you never know. Sometimes they say it's all beef and they throw other stuff in it. So you don't know. Yeah, the police were really gracious. They go by and wave, honk their horn. I'm surprised they didn't turn on the sirens, but they probably didn't see us in time. Dogs are for petting, not eating. Well, actually, it's called a Frankfurter or a Frankfurter or never mind. I won't go there. And they renamed it the hot dog. I guess because it looks like the poor old wiener dog, the Dachshund Dachshund, however you want to pronounce that too. It's yeah, it's all in the language, all in the language. But we got to get out. We got to get people excited. We got to get people to join us because it. I don't know that we have enough time. I was reading today. They're thinking that the electric grid can come down any minute, any day, and that would be bad. That would be bad. Okay, you want to let me concentrate? Okay, but any minute, our electric grid can come down. They're saying there's 9 substations. All they got to do is find the right 9, and we'll be plunged into darkness for weeks, months, years. And not playing around. They're not waiting on us to fight them. They're playing it right now. They're doing their work right now. We're sitting back playing games, not talking to people, not letting people know, not getting people awake enough to know, what's going on. And it's not just only one thing, they're coming from several directions. If you look, I mean, it just every direction. It's just like we were talking this weekend. They tell us what to do and how to do it, when to do it, by licensing, permits, building permits, everything. Everything we do, we have to ask the government first. Can we do it? That's not the way it's supposed to be. Before this, there was never any license, birth certificates, it's all written in the Bible, birth certificates. And it's gotten to a point where everything we do, we have to have a license or a permit. Everything. Fishing, hunting, you name it. Owning a gun, all the way down. Not many things we have that we can do without a permit. To drive, you name it. And then, the old pirates, the insurance companies, you have to have that insured. And they get the state in on it and the government in on it. You have to have your car insured. You have to have this insured. You have to have health insurance. And they're building their businesses bigger and bigger and bigger. All corruption, all corruption. Everywhere you look, they're doing it. They're having board meetings in schools and counties and different places. They don't. It's public's supposed to know, but they find ways where they can block the people out from speaking by having private sessions. But they'll zoom it out, but they won't let you reply on Zoom. That's going on here in Florida right now. You look on Recall Florida. You can look up and read up on it. They're just stopping people from speaking in public meetings in the official capacities. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have a problem. Let me blank here for a while. Y'all sit tight and I'll be right back. I'm all out of whack now. Everybody there? Somebody let me know I'm back on. Okay. Okay. Granddaughter calls. Youngest granddaughter. And I want to take that because Sunday, if I was at Charlene's, my oldest granddaughter was with somebody and they almost run into a lake, missed the curve and almost went into a lake. So yeah, scared her to death. And I used my main phone instead of the older phone for the camera. I swapped them for some reason. But I just wanted to get on here a little bit today because I don't want to talk too long. I've been talking all weekend and I need to rest it up a little bit. But everybody, I'm mad as heck really because we should be doing a lot more to try to correct. We should be in a big multitude. And they're out there. People are out there. We see it by the blowing of the horns and everything. We just have to get a way to bring them in. Bring them in and get busy. I mean, each one of us, if we can get 10 people behind us, and they get 10 people behind them, we could build it strong and mighty. But we're kind of asleep at the wheel. And I kind of woke up a little bit myself this weekend, seeing all this, You see the excitement, people waving out the windows, hanging out the windows, waving. And all the people that do go by with flags on their cars, and motorcycles that go by with flags on their motorcycle. And these people are wanting a change and wanting the correct way and wanting freedom. But I'm afraid that a lot of us are going to sit around until something bad happens. And I'm fearful it's going to be before we can get anything done now. I think we've slept too long. It's only by the grace of God that we might escape it. Everything's coming to pass as prophesied. And going on now in the Middle East, I saw a list of, let's see if I'm not sure whether I saved it or not. Not sure. I didn't put anything together because I've been rushing back and forth to the doctor, and then I rested, and apparently I didn't. But yeah, I know where it was. It's on Telegram. It's on Patriots Don't Turn Back on Telegram. You can look it up there. About the cities that they will hit, and it's going to hit a majority of our cities, our big cities, from Orlando here to Boca Raton, where Trump is, Miami, Jacksonville, all of our major cities, all the way up to countries where these terrorists are going to come in and start fighting. And it's quite a long list. Quite a long list. Yep, Master Gripper gets up on the corner and every day he goes out and waves his flag wherever he's driving his truck. He'll stop at an overpass and put his flag out there by himself. Well, that'll probably be me shortly. Probably not this week, but most try to do it next week. We have a guitar in the scene. We got to get out there on those bridges and overpasses. Talk to people in the supermarket when we go to the supermarket. And Shirlene does a good job. She brought a vet in to the flag wave in his uniform. He did a good job out there standing, waving. A couple other people come by and said they would get a hold of us. But that's the way we had to start, one by one, little by little. Build it strong. But we can't dally. We can't tarry. Because
now, Kerry, or what am I on? I can't see.
You're not close enough to your mic.
Okay, I am on. Okay, I was just saying about. I was going to say about your kid there. I think it's your grandson or something who collecting stuff out of that car window. Remember? Your grandson, he was collecting stuff off through that dude's car window. Remember? Yesterday.
Yeah.
It seems to be a really far forward, intelligent dude, that, isn't he? What's his name?
You're great. Do what?
What's his name?
Well, we had two more. I'm not gonna put his name out there.
No, fair enough. Right.
Yeah, no.
I presume it's your grandson then.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that. Not here in the States.
Yeah.
You must have a little.
A lovely young lad, isn't he?
Carol, you take care of your headache. Love you. God bless you. You take it easy, girl. Yeah, but the boys had a good time. They did part of Freedom Misfits video. It started out pointing at the ground, and up in the air and shaky. But after a little bit of help, they got it straightened out and did a good job. In fact, they got more views than I did. Everybody liked that. But it's all in the game. You know, we got to get out there and do it. Either our young, our old, especially young. We need to get younger people involved.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like we know what we haven't had total freedom all of our lives, but we've had a good big part of freedom. We've got a good taste of it, and we know. But the younger people, all they can see is what they've seen in their lifetime, and most of them have been conditioned to be more towards the left, unfortunately. And we had to change opinions, change minds somehow. You know, let them see through us what it would be like. Because they're used to getting the government handout, the government dime, you know. They're used to doing what the government said. They're used to getting up, you know, getting their licenses and all the things they have to do. And it hasn't hurt them yet. It hasn't hurt them. But now, well, that's another thing. You know, everything's going up. Now everything's going down. Today I paid $2.74 for a gallon of gas. $2.74. What's going on? It's been, I mean, a couple of weeks ago it was $1 higher.
£7 a gallon here.
Is that a sign that they're going to, you know, plunge everything and then say, well, hey, we brought it down, but, you know, this happened. Make them look good. I don't know. Something's not right. Something is not right. That's not up to par. I mean, I'm glad it's going down. I'm happy to see it gone down, but it's not right. Something ain't kosher about it. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. You watch a lot of sites, and there's a lot of things going on everywhere. Why? It's just like you in England, Nobby. London is terrible. They've let so many immigrants in there. They've taken over England with the Islamics. It's, I mean, you got what 100,000 people in London out marching pro Palestine
Yeah, it's crazy.
from river to the sea.
One advantage you've got in America over us in England, against, because we've got the British, of course, who've taken over our churches and things. I presume you could get a big gathering in a church, a local church somewhere, where you could talk yourself, Kerry, because you're a really good talker. You know, you could be talking to like 30, 50, 100 people in certain places.
Right.
We're not even allowed into our English churches because the British have taken it over. They banned our flags, everything.
Yeah, we have to. And we need to do that. I don't think I'm a very good talker, but everybody
No,
says I am.
You are, Kerry. That why am I interested in listening to you?
Yeah,
A dude from Yorkshire, England. Yeah.
mhm. I appreciate it. Really, really makes me feel good. But yeah, I'm like trying to do my best to get the word out. People, wake up. You know, smell the coffee. Things are going haywire. And if we wait till the last minute, we're going to be in deep trouble. And it's just like we were talking this weekend. You can build a bunker, you can have a hideaway, and have all the stuff there, but people are going to find you. We're going to come down to just a backpack and what we have on us, going from place to place, hiding, to keep away from this stuff, or right in the middle of a fight. But this is going to be a guerrilla type thing. It's not going to be a army coming up on us.
Yep.
It'll be like in Israel, where when the Hamas invaded, they went door to door, shot everybody in sight,
Do you
cut
have
their heads off.
Kerry, what's your opinion of your military in America? Do you actually feel as though you've got one?
A military?
Yeah.
We
Shall I tell you my side of the story over here? Yeah. We've had hundreds of regiments being defunct, like Highland Downs, Yorkshire regiments, Lancashire regiments, Cornish you know what I mean? All English regiments are now being defunct because the British UK terrorists have taken them over and turned them into political weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And I think your Biden dude acts like a king. And
Hi, Crystal.
Obama is your king, and Obama's your king, and that Biden dude is just a prince, just like Prince Andrew.
He's a puppet. He's a puppet of Obama. And you're right. We might as well be a dictatorship.
We have been for 300 years in England.
We might as well be under a king or a queen, because we have no rights right now. We have no rights.
Parliament over here thinks they're sovereign. It's totally illegal. Totally against the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. Totally. But who's going to uphold the Constitution? That's the problem we have.
People, real Irish people, real American people, real Australian people, real Icelandic people, real Russian people. That's who. We're the majority over these British, UK ideologists, politicians that are influencing a lot in America. You realize how much the British UK have got influence over America. You won't believe it.
Oh yeah,
That, Fa-
they've got.
that Farage dude, yeah, he's
We
now
were
in
talking about
partnership.
this.
He's now in partnership with Boris Johnson. He's grown a little mustache like they did on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. So they're obviously having some type of relationship with each other.
We were talking about that this weekend. The British are, if it's that,
They're evil.
they're behind
Same with
everything.
Katrina
Behind
Jones.
everything, pulling the strings.
Yeah.
They're probably worse. They're probably worse than China.
Yeah.
China, Russia, and everybody put
Yeah.
together. They're pulling the strings for this one world order. And
8 generations ago, my family was living in England prior to 1707, 1698, and just working and getting the things. They weren't taxed. They weren't ever having to have any licenses or anything like that. And then what happened? 1707, UK, Britain, terrorists. And they've been getting worse and worse every year right up until this day. Benedict Arnold, remember, yeah?
Yeah.
The British
they had a big
America. British attacking America. Us English found this Benedict Arnold, see you next Thursday, and sorted that problem out for you. You remember that? Yeah? It was the British, it wasn't the English, it wasn't the Welsh, it wasn't the Scottish or Irish, it was the British, UK political ideologies.
Well, they orchestrated in China. They got China into the communist state, but they kept Shanghai and the other city there. And they kept that.
A film I really highly recommend that you watch one day, Kerry, is Peterloo.
What was it again?
Peterloo. Peterloo. O-L-L-O. I'll spell it. There you go. And it's about the slaughter of the British UK, who came in and murdered and slayed a load of English people who were protesting outside a particular place in England at the time. Very, very shocking and awe-inspiring, but it's.
Well, do they still use the saying, the sun never sets on the British Empire? That's a big tell right there, you know. That's a big tell right there. They control everything. Because I heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that for years and years.
You know. There's such things. I'm trying to be YouTube help friendly.
Peterloo. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody wants to come in and join us, come in and join us. Let's talk about it. The only way we can get it out is get other people's ideas, not just mine, but other people's opinions, you know. Yeah, it all helps.
Crystal, take over me and I can go next door and make myself a cup of tea.
Oh, you're going to make some tea? You're going to make enough for all of
us? I haven't got enough raw milk for all of us. Some of you will have to have pasteurized.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. You drink that thick cream in your
milk and unpasteurized milk from a local farmer.
Uh-huh.
You know, straight from the cow's udder.
Straight from the cow, yeah. Yeah. That's the way my grandparents used to drink it. Oh boy. Yeah.
When you drink it, you can hear the cow mooing as it goes down your throat.
That's a good one.
You can taste the moo.
But there's a lot of factors going on that we haven't heard. You know, a lot of people don't know, but haven't heard. I've studied history most of my life. I mean, I love history, and I'm still learning history. Still things that I don't know. I don't know probably 1% of what went on during the history of this world. But it's interesting, you know. And in fact, it does repeat itself. I don't know whether it does it on a regular basis, but you know, it does. It's just like fashion changes and comes back. Our fashion changes and comes back to the same old thing about every 10 years. The same way, hey C4, how you doing? Good to have you. Glad you made it back. Fantastic lady, C4. If you get the chance to meet her, go meet her. We had a good time. Good time. And good talk. We put a lot of stuff together between what both of us knew and come up with some pretty interesting, things over the weekend. But this is what we got to do. The more people you have around you, the more people get together, you learn a lot more stuff. Just like here, we learn a little bit here and there. We can build our opinions to help each other, to help teach people what's going on. And like I said, we got to hit our young people. We got to teach our young people. We got to do it in a way where it's like teaching a kid. A kid thinks they know better, but we know better. We're older. We've been through it, but they don't want to hear what we say. They want to try and learn by their own mistakes. It's just human nature, and somehow we got to overcome that hurdle, and let them hear us and us soak it in, and maybe quickly open their eyes. But if we don't try it, if we don't get numbers and try it, we're never going to find out. Hopefully we have enough time to get everybody switched around and stop this. But every day that goes by, it gets slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. Who knows what's going to happen in the Middle East? Everybody's coming towards each other, every which direction. Right now, they're kind of fighting amongst themselves. The Arabs and the Islamic are kind of battling back and forth because they're the same religion, but they're two different philosophies. It's a sticky wicky. Anything could happen. They could change their mind in a heartbeat. They could join in with the others in a heartbeat. You never know what they're going to do because they've been there. They've been the source forever. So who knows? It's all up to God, really. All up to God. We need to pray that He intervenes and keeps it down, so we'll have time to do what we have to do. Just like these J6ers, today's their 1,034th day in confinement as a hostage. They're not political prisoners, they're hostages. They're holding them over our heads, telling us, so you don't do that. You don't do this. This is what will happen to you. But guess what? I'm willing to let it happen to me.
Is that the ones in Gitmo, yeah?
No, they're not in Gitmo. They're in the Washington prison called the Gulag, Washington, D.C. Well, they're all over the country. They're in prisons all over the country. I don't know the number now.
Have you heard the story about Gitmo anyway?
Gitmo's a resort compared to this. People in Gitmo, they get everything, like a country club.
Have you heard their upgrade that they're doing or the finalized just recently at Gitmo?
Yeah. Now Gitmo, they give them everything they want, but in the Washington, what they call Gulag here, they call it the Gulag. Mm-hmm. They put them in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Last night they do it from 7 to 9:30. They do Freedom Corner, where patriots stand on the corner and they talk to them on the phone and stuff. And last night, usually at 9 o'clock, they sing the national anthem. Well, last night they didn't let them sing the national anthem. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear why. I might have missed it, but last night they did not let them sing. They let one caller come on after that, but that was it. There was no callers. It was weird, It was weird.
Yeah. Well, the story I heard about Gitmo was recently Uh, up until a couple of years ago, the hospital area there was for something like 3,000 people or something, really small. And they've just recently going to be upgrading it to hold hundreds of thousands of patients. Is that correct?
I haven't heard that. I haven't
Maybe
heard
if,
that. It's
maybe if you're in America, you can look a bit more deeply into that and find out whether it's true or not.
hmm I haven't seen it anywhere in looking around, but I don't know how
But
big an area.
you sort of know what's going to happen if a hospital ends up being 160,000 patients, that everybody's going to go there.
I'm sure they could use it. Like I say, I don't know how big the territory is. I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how big it is,
No,
but
well, I'm asking
it's
you
very
now.
well possible because it was set up for a prison for a lot. So who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really. Yeah, I haven't studied much on Gitmo. Hopefully, they send all these make 100,000 with all these crooked legislatures we have and stuff when they start convicting them. They all deserve Gitmo or bring back Ar- Alcatraz. Put them back in Alcatraz. You've heard of that place, right?
Of course, yeah,
In California,
yeah.
in the San
It's quite,
Francisco Bay.
it was quite a bent story, the film that they interpreted of it, though.
hmm
Did you watch the film Escape from It?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Hollywood style.
we've gotten soft-hearted. We've gotten weak. They had a rough childhood and all this and that. We had to get over that. We had to get we had to get tough. I mean, they are treating the hostages in Washington like the old type jails. Now I'm sure the other prisoners in the complex are getting everything they need, like they do in all the other prisons, but the J6ers are getting the tough treatment. But we need to make all of our jails tough treatment. And these guys don't deserve what they're getting. They've already been in there 3 years, and they're starting to try them, but they're doing it very slow. They should. And the bad part, they're using the same same jury pool, sit on all the trials. Of course, they're going to get the same sentences, the same judge, everything. It's a railroad, kangaroo court. But what we need to do is get together, start small. I mean, not small, but go locally and work our way up. If we do anything on a national level, surround the Capitol, surround the White House, don't touch anything, do it peacefully, be loud, blow horns, whatever. Don't break any laws, but let them know we're there. Let them know that we're in number. We've got to get over this scared stuff. We have to be willing to give up a portion of our life if it needs to bring the freedoms to our ancestors. You made it by 8 o'clock Florida time. But good to know you got back. That's quite a long drive. I got home almost 4 o'clock. It was such a pleasure being there with y'all, talking to you guys. There at Shirlene's, doing our freedom wave. I learned a lot. Like I say, today I'm just chit chatting, talking about things because I didn't get prepared much today. Everything going on. Just wanted to come on, tell everybody hi, discuss it, whatever anybody wants to discuss. we're in dire straits. I just can't say it enough. It's sad to see that we're willing to let our country slide into a cesspool and just say adios, to all of our rights, our freedoms, everything we've worked for to build up, that we thought we were working for to build up. But yet in the background, they're tearing it down as fast as we build it up. And like I say, something weird's going on. You look at the gas prices going down, something weird. They're trying to set up for something. And they're not even pushing the election coming up in a year, not pushing it at all. So I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen it like this. Never, ever have seen it like this. So we don't know which direction we're going to get hit from at all. We don't know. We just have to be alert. We have to be alert, watch everything that's going on, try to warn people. Because I can't say, and I don't think anybody can say, where it's going to come from, when the shoe's going to drop. It could be any number of things. They're all sitting there ready to pounce on us. They're all right there just waiting. Whether it's the currency, whether it's the electric, whether it's nuclear, we won't know until it happens. And hopefully Shirley's still cooking Thanksgiving dinner. If you want to see these ladies, go on my page or any of the other ladies that were there. I've got pictures of everybody on my community page, and of course I got the videos and stuff. I was going to get videos the whole time, but there were times when we were doing things private. Things said it couldn't be online, so I just kept it down to the flag wave, and a little bit here and there. Of course, between 7 and 9, we watched Freedom Corner, so yeah. Then I didn't feel that live streaming would have any benefit from what we were doing there, eating and drinking and talking. But we had a good time. We need to get everybody in Florida to let me know, email me, let me know where you are, how to get a hold of you. We can all get together here in Florida. I know I go online, I see a lot of people say, I'm from Florida, I'm from Florida, I'm from Florida. But we never know where they're at. And, they need to contact us. Either Aruba or I. Shirley doesn't have a page to contact her. But get a hold of me on my about section. Email me, let you know who you are, where, if you're interested, or let me know. We need all the help we can get. You're down in Treasure Coast, down in St. Pete area. 1776 RM is still there. They're in recoup mode. Don't count them out. I know a lot of people are counting them out, but don't count them out. They're still there. As you see, Big D on the bridges every day, all by his lonesome. Everybody doing their thing, building up, little here, little there. It might not be 1776 RM, but The dedicated are still there. The numbers are still there. The people that care are still there. You know, the ones, that don't, they're going their own separate way. But they're still there. Don't count them out. It's just like a wrestling or boxing match. Don't count them out until it's over, or till the fat lady sings and anything else. We the people. We got to keep our eye on the mission. Yes, indeed, Charlene. We got to represent the mission. Keep it going. Keep our eye on the goal. And what do we want? We want freedom. We want the Constitution to stay the same. Everything, hand in hand. We want the government to straighten up, listen to us, not do what the lobbyists say. That's the thing. They all become millionaires because the lobbyists pay them. When you're paying somebody and they take the bribe, it's over, for them. I don't know what we have to do to stop it. But we have to let them know that we're not pleased and we're not happy, and make it known in no uncertain terms that this isn't going to stand. But we're letting it stand. We're keeping quiet. We're not willing to get our hands dirty. We're not willing to get our hair messed up. I don't understand. They get us on the ground with almost both shoulders pinned, and we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. I just don't understand it. What's happening to us? Do people really not care? Do they want to be told what to do? Do they want to be told how to do it? And what to do? When to do it? I don't know. Yeah, we're everywhere. We just had to get everybody together. Somehow get the word out that we're here. And make it grow. And make it grow. And make it grow. He's wanting to say something, Javier. Oh, you made your tea. Look at that. The Englishman and his tea. Let me tell you, when I went to England, they took that tea time pretty serious. They stopped everything. Stopped everything for the tea.
60 cups a week, I'm on.
Do what?
60 cups a week.
60 cups a week?
Yep.
Hey. See there? That's dedication to tea. I guess that's why they I guess that's why the Boston Tea Party meant so much to the British, because they're dedicated to that tea. Dedicated to it. Now, we need to be dedicated to our freedom as much as the English are dedicated to their tea. And I'm being serious, It sounds funny, but that's saying something. Because they are really dedicated to their tea and their tea time.
Tea and weed.
Yeah.
To make a threesome, caramel chews, chocolate.
You put caramel and chocolate in it?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's the rules.
No. Oh, sorry. We have caramel frappes here. I like that. That's the coffee. Coffee with the caramel. But yeah, it's pretty good. Come to think of it, it's good. I love it. My favorite. I hate to say it, is Mickey D's. I don't go to Starbucks. My granddaughter gets me on all the time. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, but good. They're They're a bad company. And she don't understand it. She has an idea, but she don't quite get the connection, that the dealings they have with the dark forces. It it's hard to explain. It's just like they love doing the patriotic thing with us, but they don't want to be called patriotic yet. Yet. That's why I say we got to keep after them, keep them conditioned, keep them in the know, and don't force it on them. Don't make them think that way, but you teach them in the way they'll go and they'll follow it. It took me a few years, but some of my upbringing was the same way. Was taught the right way and everything, and I rebelled like everybody else. But after a while, I come to ding 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 ding. Hey, this is what this means. Same way with our kids now. Teach them slowly. We can't push it on them, but they'll soak it in. They'll absorb it. They are sponges when they're young. They're sponges. They'll remember it. They'll remember it forever. I remember things my grandpa told me back when I was a kid, and I still use it. I used it with Freedom Misfits boys this weekend. Tell them a few sayings I knew, you know, but they'll remember it. They will remember it. Yeah, I went see for freedom. I went by a few like that too. You get up alongside of them. They're poking along, then you go past them, and they try to speed up and keep you from passing them. Crazy. And ride your butt. It's
Trying to find
just.
that nice bikini for you again, Kerry.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the nice bikini?
The what?
Do you remember the nice bikini?
Zucchini.
Bikini, as you swimming in. I think it tickled you that bikini I put in my video.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can't find it.
You need to send me an email, Billy Bob. Let me know where you are. And I can get with Shirlene and everybody. We're small, but we need to grow. There are large groups in Florida that we can get with. We can sync with. You don't have to join these. You don't have to join every group, or every group doesn't have to join as one. As long as we do everything in unison, in sync, we can get great things happening. That's my vision is get everybody united in sync, not as a group, not as a name, but as the freedom fighters, just plain out for freedom. It's just like during the revolution, there are many groups like the Green Mountain Boys and different groups that helped together as one as the colonials. You know, they all band together not as a name, but as a purpose, as a goal. And that's the way we had to do it. Not think of it as a group, but as a goal. Yeah, Sterling's coast. She's about 40 miles or so from there, 50 miles. We need to get Charlene a little page to bring in people that she knows to get in touch with her, because she's more the organizer than I am. I guess I'm more, like Navi said, the talker, even though I don't like to talk. Why were they laughing at you, C4? Okay, you can send me a message on Messenger. Just give me some time, because I don't check everything right away. For some reason, I don't hear any alerts or anything. I don't know what's going on with my phone, or whether it's just me the way I set it up. I'm supposed to know all that stuff, but yeah, I don't. Try to see what everybody's saying here. I'm quiet. And everybody look into Orbeez.net. Like I say, it's unrestricted. Whatever you say is on there. They don't take it off. They don't ban you. They don't shadow ban you. They don't block your stuff.
PCP
And
Wales is live at the moment. They're quite interesting. You can rewatch them later on.
They're definitely pro Second Amendment. Definitely. The based here in Central Florida. I like to get with them and get with the Hispanic community down in South Florida, and because we need everybody. And there's nobody more patriotic than the Cubans and all of them down there in that area in South Florida. Yeah, C for Freedom's just the top of the state. I'm in the middle of the state. You're more towards the southern. You and, well, southeastern. You and Charlene. Aruba's a little bit above me. But we're small, but we need to grow. We've got a lot to say. There are several large groups around, but a lot of their events and everything, they charge big money. It's big money. I wish it wasn't, because they're mighty fine groups, but you know, you have to pay admission and stuff like that. And when they do that, I'm a poor boy, and I can't afford it, you know. No matter what it is, I can't afford it. I have to live on a budget, and that's it. You know, when it runs out, I can't go nowhere. I sit. That's another thing. I'm not talking about me, but other people out there, when they cry for help, need help, let's help them. You know,
Yeah, I'm just
our friends, our loved ones, our viewers.
2 miles away from you, Kerry.
Do what?
I'm 4,281.
Oh, I know. I understand.
Miles away from you.
I understand that, Nobby. I understand. I'm talking to the people here in the U.S. You know, the ones that think that people are begging for money. No, it's not begging for money. It's need of help, and we need to help our fellow friends and viewers and chatters. You know, if they say something, they're in need of something. You know, not just turn a blind eye, but to get it. You know, send help to them the best you can. You know,
cash is
if you can't send money, send food. If you do, you know, or clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
We need to have. It's not just about starting a movement. It's about helping our fellow friends with love. People need help. You know, I can't afford a lot, but I give. There's several that'll attest that I give, and I don't regret it. I give my tithe. I don't give it to a church. I give it in the name of God to the people I love.
Yep.
And that's the way I do it. I feel, this is my idea. I feel that most people should do it that way, because these big churches don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate us. We're just a number. We're just a building block to their investments, their properties. And most of these big churches own tons of property investment stuff. They're not helping the homeless and needy. They're building their coffers. So why not, in the name of the Lord, give it to your friends and loved ones that need it? And right now, we're a family here. And we need to treat the family like a family. You don't turn down your family members. You don't push them aside. You don't neglect them. I can't give to everybody, but I try as much as I can. Yeah, keep Crystal. She's going through a hard time too. She needs help. This is one in particular. Crystal Sanderson. She puts out our videos of all of our live streams, our events. She puts them in a clip and puts them out weekly. Weekly, all the live streamers, the flag waves and everything. She puts it out there, out of her heart, and I feel that she deserves to get help. And she needs help desperately. She's got a hip going out, needs a replacement. And there's several other cases, even Freedom Misfits. She's trying the best she can. She's on her own. She got in a predicament and trying to dig her way out. Several out there really need our help. Really need our help. And if people need help on my channel, put it up there. Let people know. Let people know. I'm talking this not for me, but for other people. For other people. And help out all your live streamers if you can. I know everybody can't do every one of them, but they're doing it to help you, to inform you what's going on. And you see these mainstream media people making millions of dollars sitting there on front of a TV doing the same thing we do. But everybody says, when we ask money, we're grifting. No, it takes money to go and do a stream at different events. Like I said, a lot of these events charge money. I don't know why. But I don't understand it. That's what I'm saying. We need to have our own rallies, our own thing, our own meetings and talks, speakers. But I guess they have to pay for the speakers. They get so high and they have to charge to get them to come out. It's crazy. It's crazy the way we're set up. And everybody's going to YouTube to get their information. You pay to get cable. You can't pay to get the news and everything. Well, pay to watch us on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Kerry, it's like these people. The only way you can contact them is through a corporation or through whatever. You can't speak to them face to face, human to human, man to man, whatever. That's where the boundaries are sort of stopping
Exactly
people from communicating with each other.
Exactly. We're down with the people, talking to the people, showing people what's going on, and they've made it big. They forgot about us little people, and it's just like Getter. I've said it many times. Getter, Truth Social, all those. If you're not the who's who, you're nothing on it. You'll get no comments, no likes, nothing. Nothing. You can get on it, but they won't look at you. Well, let's hope it gets better, Al Munson, because a lot of our states are slipping in the educational field. A lot of them are going more towards feeling good than the teaching the education they need to know. Math, history. History is gone.
Well,
Yeah,
you've
I
got
see the trolls
subjects.
coming. I see the trolls coming, but hey, as long as they're decent here, everybody's welcome here. But if you get off out of line, get off subject, you're gone. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. I
Education
love
and
everybody.
childcare, Kerry. Yeah, the subject
Huh?
that you're on at the moment.
Yeah.
Education and childcare. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What was the first part?
PCP of Wales are doing a live at the moment, and their site, their pcp.org, I think it is. Their website's very, very teacher, student, harmony in life, healthy tips for you all for education and things like that. They're a little bit complicated and a little bit hard to get into, if you know what I'm saying, because let's say just for a joke, the Welsh, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Come in. Al Munson, Ron Bolts, Charlie Chestnut. I know you guys, so keep it cool, keep it calm. But yeah, we've got to bring our education to top notch and forget this LGBT and gay teachers and get back to the real basics. Teach our kids like they do in other countries, reading, writing, and arithmetic, and forget all the rest. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the way our school systems are sliding them by on a conveyor belt, passing them along, whether they fail or not. They just pass them along. It's crazy. And now there is no civics in school. They teach the Constitution 1 year out of their life, usually about 8th grade. Very good, guys. Very good. Like I say, I like everybody. I'm not gonna. This is what we had to find love in our hearts for our country, for our people, for everybody. And if we don't, we're going to fail as a nation, as a civilization, everything. I mean, the whole world will go crap in a handbasket. Yeah, very good, C for Freedom. I like that. I like that. Unite as one, be one, fall as one. And we may fail, and looks like we may fail, but I'm not going to go down without fighting. I'm going to fight. I'm going to give it everything I got, whatever it takes. Because, like I say, I have great grandkids now, so I got 3 generations there. Take up after I leave, which may not be long. It may be 30 years. I don't know. The longer the better.
Yeah, you got to fight for your rights for freedom.
Exactly. We had to have.
Never live your life as slaves.
Mm-hmm. We had to have all that when I was in high school. I had to have 36 credits. 36 credits. Well, that was many years ago. 55 plus. And I'm an old part, so yeah. 55 plus. We had to have civics, government. We had to have 4 years of history, 4 years of math, you name it, plus our electives and everything. Now I don't even think they have to have any particular majors or minors. I'm not sure. I think they have to have English and math. But civics is no more. Government is no more. They have 1 year of government with the Constitution. But other than that, it's skipped over. It's forgotten. And I just don't understand, why they're trying to dumb us down. Exactly, what they're trying to do. Our future generations, they won't know what a constitution is. They won't know what real freedom is. They make us license everything. They make us go get a permit for everything. Very few things we can do. We can't put an addition on our house. We can't put a sidewalk on. we can't pour cement in our driveway unless we go downtown and pay a permit. Then, keep it cool now. Hello, Telescope.
What are you even talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
You want to get back to the basics. So you want like everyone in the United States to have what, like an Amish education, so they stop at like 8th grade?
Oh, you think education's bad?
No,
I'm
I'm
still
defending education. You're saying when you go back to the basics, like they're still teaching history in school. They're still
Oh,
teaching.
no, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes,
No,
they are.
Not. No,
Yes,
they're
they
not.
are.
Well,
What do you mean they're
that's
not?
our-
What are they not
that's-
teaching? I have legitimately taught social sciences before. I'm very aware.
social science? Well, in some schools, some states, yes, they still keep the.
That's a
They
history.
still-
It's
Whoa,
history.
whoa! That's the basics.
That's
That
not
is
the
the basics.
basics you're talking
What
about.
are you? But whoa! What are you talking about?
No, you're not. You're not making logical sense.
No, I'm making perfect sense.
What
that's
sense
the
are you
basics.
making? Okay,
Civic-
so should we teach them
Civic
trigonometry?
history is basic knowledge in school. What don't you get?
What do you mean history is
Are you
basic
just
knowledge
trying-
in school? What's that even
Whoa!
mean?
Are you just trying to cause a conflict here?
No, you're making absolutely no logical sense, and that's why I hopped up on here.
Okay,
You're
they are.
repeating
they
a lot
are-
of right wing. You're repeating a lot of right wing talking points you see on Fox News.
Well, tell your left wing. What are they doing right?
I don't even watch them. What are we talking about?
Okay, so what are you talking about? You don't know either side.
What do you mean I don't know either side? You're
When you
repeating
get
a lot of the same
educated-
basic talking
Okay,
points.
go away. Come on, you're not making sense because you're for neither side.
About 300 years, mate.
You're for neither side. You don't know. I don't know. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
No, you're not making any logical sense. You're saying people just need a basic level of education. So are we
What
going to
do
take
you-
out algebra 2 and like trigonometry?
Is
You wanna
it
take out
bad?
Why not? Why not?
Okay, so you want to take those out? Okay.
No, I'm not saying
the
take those
education
out.
level,
I say,
you know, that
why not
actually-
teach it?
What?
They're not teaching it. I mean, they are
What do you
teaching.
mean they're not
it.
teaching
They are
trigonometry?
teaching
They
that.
teach
They are
trigonometry.
teaching that, but they're passing kids
If you're
along when they
Benedict
don't
Arnold,
actually
that's quite
grasp it.
interesting history.
I have kids in school. I know.
Which grade are they in?
Well, one of them's in 9th and one of them's in 7th.
Okay, so they're not really taking high level stuff.
I
No,
did
not college level yet.
English O level.
You know,
for
you never,
English
you
history,
never.
which goes back over 1,000 years. Did you do history over 1,000 years or just 300? Simple question.
I don't even understand your history over 1,000 years versus 300. I don't
Yeah.
really particularly understand
Well,
what you're
America
trying to
became
do.
a thing about 300 years ago, yeah?
You
What?
have to take it. Oh, yeah.
England has been the country for over 1,000 years, yeah?
I
My
mean, there's
history
been
goes
people
back
on
way
this
past
on
your
this
history.
land for more than 1,000 years. I'll say that. I mean, the country is almost almost 250 years old, almost 300.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, history is history, all the way back to the
And
beginning.
all that started by the British UK terrorists, as you know.
It was
who
started.
invaded
No,
England in 1698 and became a thing in
what
1707.
point are you trying to make?
Well, do you study what happens in other countries, Telescope?
You're saying that you're
Yeah.
a historian. I'm asking you how fast your history goes back to.
What-
Does it
what
go
do
back
you
to
know
the
about
American history 300 odd years ago? Does it go back to the
Well, I
beginning
mean,
of
history goes
mankind,
back
like
further
Gutenberg,
than that. So you're
prehistoric
looking
times?
at
What?
you're going to be looking at cave drawings.
But I'm really
You're
talking
going to be
about
looking at
political history.
anthropology. You're going to be looking at the whole magnitude of things. Like you're making absolutely no logical fucking sense to me.
Well, I'm English. It's the language that you've taken from us. And
Oh,
the
we took
history
it
that
from
you've
you?
got is from us.
No, actually, we changed. That's actually we have American English, and then you have English because the slang involved with it,
Okay,
and you
so
also have different words that are spelled very differently.
So
Yeah,
right
well,
now,
I
what's
speak
going
pure
on?
English because I'm pure English, and my family I can trace back to the 13th century.
Okay,
Right
well,
now, right now,
And
what
our
is-
ancestors
if
said,
there was such very
"Fuck
fresh-
Europe," and came here. I don't really understand what your
We're
opinion
talking
is.
about history, aren't we?
This is a world thing. This makes up the whole world. It's not just us. It's the whole world. Go in the pot.
You have what point are you trying to make? And
What
that's
I'm trying to make. What's going on in our colleges right today?
what?
What's going on in our college and university campuses right now today?
Students go into courses,
They are.
getting
What else is
degrees,
going on? What else is going on?
them getting degrees, learning
No,
how to.
they're putting
and,
signs on the buildings in laser. You know, pro Palestine.
Okay.
They're making videos
Being
pro
lied to.
Palestine.
Like
Things like that.
teachers.
They're promoting
Photoshop.
They're promoting.
Okay. Well, universities
All
have to
the
follow
universities and
follow
professors.
usually
and all
freedom of
those
speech.
We're
totally
paying
terrorists,
money.
as we all know.
So
We're paying money for them.
you have an issue of freedom of speech? Is that what your issue is?
Professors and universities are full of terrorists. It's just a full.
Well, he
Universities
wants
are full of
to
terrorists.
Watch the news.
Well, sounds
of
like
getting
those
on-
communication
on
majors and
Facebook,
sociology majors should be part of the Taliban, aren't they, or
It's
something?
great,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
are you fucking kidding me? Read a goddamn book.
Yeah, you got to go away and learn a little bit, mate.
Okay,
You know?
okay. What's your line? We take God serious here.
Mhm.
I don't believe in God.
Well,
I'm a
okay,
Christian. My
bye.
family goes back over 1,000 years, and my Christian history is very important to me and to my country, England. But it's very unimportant to them British UK sets of whatever you call them, if you can say that.
Which
I
part
can't say that
which
unless
part
I'm
of
on
England
Rumble.
are you from? What's your local
The centre
football
of
club?
England, the northernest part of Yorkshire.
Oh, Yorkshire. Okay, all right. So you're like
Okay.
kind of redneckish, like out in rural nowhere, right?
Okay, you're
See my
trying
videos, you can see where I
to
live.
disrupt us.
You
So
know my name.
those
Like,
jokes.
whatever your name is, the dive bar, whatever that's weird name that you've got.
You can come on the
Looks
chat.
like,
but,
looks like
you know,
you're an alcoholic with a tavern advertisement on your thing. I don't even know if you know, but I don't even know who you are.
we all know what's going around the country. We all know what's going on around the world. We all know what's going on in the universities. We all know what our children are being taught.
Full of professors and people
It's-
with these so-called crap degrees that they make up, you know, and all these licenses and all this bull.
Hey, Deb Daly, Party Bonds, if I haven't said so.
I need to go
Lisa,
see that. I'm warm now, and it's only 2 degrees after that. That was lovely warm conversation we just had. I've got nice red rosy cheeks.
that's exactly what they're doing in our classrooms. Pseudo Aunt Brenda, that's exactly what they're doing. They're indoctrinating our kids.
Is totally against the law, and if you're a person in power like a police, a teacher, or a judge, the sentence to coercion is death. It's in the Constitution. We all know, and they all know, and they're very scared. Oh, can we change the subject, Kerry? Because things get a bit heavier on your channel.
Very interesting. Yes, see, for freedom, I do believe. I do believe. That's okay. But as you can see, I will not take somebody, black cut, trying to cause trouble, which is all he was doing. He knows
He's
that
just British,
he
obviously.
knows that our
The British Ofcom UK loves his king and his other king and his queen and his king's brother and all that rubbish.
he knows exactly what we're saying and why we're saying it.
Anti-human,
But he wants to just
anti-American, anti-Welsh, anti-everything.
just wants to chip away at it.
He's probably here
And try to make us
England,
try to
I'll
make
bump
us look
into him
at
one of
our
these days
thoughts.
and find out what his real name is. They don't put the real names down, don't they? They're scared.
Yeah. Thank goodness I had a good dad and mom, but there's a lot that's very good people that had very crappy moms and dads. That's a psychological thing that they brought up, and that's another thing that they were mistreated as a child. That's what makes them bad. No, that's not what makes them bad. What makes them bad is their own bad choices. Period. They know right from wrong. They knew good from bad, but they make the wrong choices by themselves. They don't do what their mom and dad taught them. A lot of stuff they do, but as far as making their decisions and what they do and how they do it, it's not their mom and dad. It's them as an individual. Otherwise, they're pretty messed up. I mean, come on, give me a break. That's an old psychological term trying to make, court cases and things against criminals that do things bad. It's hogwash. Plain and simple hogwash. They need to get down on their knees and thank the good Lord that they're still alive and able to do things. Plain and simple. Whether they believe in Him or not, that's what they need to do. It's the conditioning of the kids in the school that I'm talking about. They're putting more time into that than they are the reading, writing, and arithmetic. They're not showing the kids, sitting down with the kids side by side. When they have a problem with a solution, they won't sit down. They tell them to go to a computer and read it themselves, or read the book themselves. But mainly, it's a computer. They don't take time with them. If they don't pass it, they push them along, unless they're really bad. Then they hold them back. But they don't want to spend the money for an extra year for the child to learn it. They don't emphasize the fact that they need the knowledge. Not just an idea of it, but they need the knowledge. They don't help them one-on-one. And the way the classes are now with the unruly children, and they can't do anything to calm it down because we don't want our kids to be touched or spoken to harshly. And it's just as much ours is to blame as the teachers, because we don't want that teacher to, discipline them or harshly talk to them. They do. We go to school and raise holy Cain. So they're not going to learn. They're not going to learn unless somebody sits down and actually helps them if they run into a problem. And that's not happening. So you can throw as much book learning as you want at them. They won't learn it unless they know that they can get help on it. Well, that teacher won't let us do this or won't tell us this. And you hear it all the time. Kids begging for help, learning. But they give them the stuff and expect them to do it on their own without explaining why it is and what it is. Well, read the book, which is somewhat good, but it's not the way to do it, because some people need on-hand help. But they'd much rather talk about going to the library and listen to a drag queen or whether they're a transsexual and what noun they're going by and what. Poor kids. Think about it. Are you a transsexual? What is your noun? What is your pronoun? What is your sex? What is your identity? Could you put up with that? Grown? Could you have something pointing your finger at you and say, you're this or this, whether your parents like it or not? It's sad. It ain't no wonder our children are so distraught. A lot of them commit suicide because it's not only getting it from the teachers and the school, but everybody around making fun of them when they get ridiculed. They ridicule them because the teacher started, and then the bullies and the other kids jump in behind it, and on and on and on. Well, maybe I'll try to be a transsexual. When they do it, everybody laughs at them and makes fun of them, and then they tell them they can go in the girls' bathroom, and oh my goodness, so
This
sad.
is a quotation from the British anti-English school education system. Can you hear me? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And a paragraph on it makes me feel a little bit ill, but it is YouTube friendly. Is this one? If parents aren't so supportive of school regulations, etc., about the things that we're talking about at the moment, yeah, Kerry?
Uh-huh.
A paragraph in it is, be clear to the parents what you do
Speak
and
up a little
don't
bit.
need, why you do need, or why you do not need parents' approval for, yeah? For example, you throw this argument into the box of worms. Okay, Mrs. Smith or whatever. Teachers wouldn't normally seek parental approval to call your child by their nickname, would they? So really, it shouldn't really be necessary for us to tell them whatever on earth we want to, if you know what I'm saying, Kerry.
Mm-hmm.
And that is part of a book that I've read, which is guidelines to swear word.
That's another thing. We're spending so much time on the internet and stuff. We don't read books anymore. We don't do things like that. You going to eat your Thanksgiving dinner? Well, have some for me, Charlene, and enjoy. Y'all have a good time. But I tell you what, all the stuff that's coming at us, we've taken part in all of it. We've let it happen to ourselves. We fell asleep at the wheel, and we let our teachers take over our educating our kids. We don't. A lot of parents don't even talk about education at home. A lot of people don't even spend time with their children. They push them off into their instruments, push them aside, don't talk to them. What are they to think? I mean, it's a give me. They're gonna do what they see online, the silliness that others are getting into, and it's bad. And it's up to us as parents, as individuals, to train them in the right way. It's like,
Have you heard of GIRES? GIRES.
yeah,
Oh, you have? Okay.
we see it over and over and over, over and over and over. Our kids stand up and talk back at us because they allow it into schools. They let it go
What's
on.
GIRES in American? Sorry,
They
Kerry,
don't put a
maybe
handle
don't
on it.
understand what it is. What is your interpretations of GIRES as in a name?
Hey, Mags, how you doing? Good to have you here. But folks, we gotta look at ourselves and say, where are we going wrong? What are we doing wrong? Where are we losing it? And the ones of us that are doing right, thank you, Jesus. Yes, indeed. We've got to get it out there, wake people up. If not, we are doomed. Our children aren't learning anything. They're learning. They know everything about pronouns and the 70-something genders and all this. But you ask them an algebra problem, they don't know it. They don't know how to do it. The teacher didn't show me how to do it. Well, how do you pass it? How do you get a B, C, whatever grade? I don't know. You go to the board meetings, they kick you out if you say anything out of the way it's not up to their standard. What do we do? What do we do? And Anybody that's got a good solution, they can come up and let me know. But don't come up here and try to stir the pot, because you're not welcome. This is my house. I don't care whether you're left or white, right? It don't matter. Because some people with left leaning have good ideas. That's, what your politics is, it has nothing to do with it. Your common sense, your knowledge, what you know is right and what's wrong, no matter which side of the fence you're on. I'm not saying anything conservative or leftist. What I'm talking is common sense. This is what we need to do, is use our brain and not what we hear and not what we live on YouTube. A lot of people, like our last guest, all they do is live on YouTube. They live there. I would hate to say that I lived on YouTube. I'll go watch a few streams and I'll look in on a few streams. I'll study what's going on in the world, but I don't live 24/7 here. Don't want to live 24/7 here. Hour or 2 hours that I'm on is enough for me. I'll go in and see your people know when I go in on their site. I watch truckers. I love to watch these guys drive and deliver our stuff. They're our heroes. They're the nation's heroes right now. Love each and every one of them. I've met 2 of them. I have 3 that I watch, and I haven't met one, but hopefully I'll get up north where he drives and meet him. I love doing stuff like that. We just can't live in this swill all the time. And it, some of these sites are swill. All they do is anti-propaganda against everything, against people, against life, against everything. But I'm for life. I'm for freedom. I'm for unity. I want to keep the Constitution intact. I want to keep it the same. And I want our legislatures and the people that's supposed to be representing us, we the people, to do their jobs. But they have taken it away from us and made it almost impossible to change it back. The only way they're going to change it back if we show up in force and actually demand it peacefully, legally, not doing anything illegal, not trying to break windows, not trying to tear down fences, not pushing fences up against police, not screaming in police's face. If you're there, and we need to get where, if there's police in front of us, we acknowledge them, but we ignore them and stay back behind them. Peacefully protest. Too much of trying to rush the police, push fences against the police. That's not the right way.
What's your side of the story of Douglas whatever his name is?
I can barely hear you, Nobby. I'm sure no.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better, but could be better.
Hang on, I'll turn it up.
I don't know that I can.
You must be able to. Cracky, that's blowing my ears off.
See where I have you. Let me
Douglas
turn it up.
McGregor.
There we go. It was
Carry.
on automatic. Okay, try it again.
Yeah, Douglas McGregor. What's your interpretation of him?
I don't know him.
It's just done the. I'll put the link in the chat for you. Here you go. I can't work him out, but you never know. Where is it? Lost it now. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right now we're
America's failed diplomacy. particularly.
Diplomat?
Yeah, he's on about judging freedom and things like that.
And tomorrow's election day, so everybody make sure you get out and vote.
Yeah, I put in private chat in there, but
Okay.
it's a YouTube link, so it's okay. I'm putting normal chat, can't I? There you go. Not
Right
too
now,
sure about him.
we are almost a dictatorship. Well, so doggone close you wouldn't know the difference. I'm praying that we do have an election next year. I'm praying we do have an election. But you know it's going to be down and dirty if we do make it that far. It's going to be a big battle. I mean, already now they're trying to keep Trump off the ballots. Many states, they are trying their best to put him down, make him look bad. But we stand strong. We stand strong. We can overcome it. But we have to watch every move they make. Every move. It's just crazy about what the government's doing to us. And with the world on the brink like it is, I pray the good Lord that He helps us through it. Everybody, they want peace. They want peace in the Middle East, but yet we have the Hamas holding hostages over there, holding people hostage, really, using them as human shields. But the way I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, well, why don't these people try to revolt, stand up against them? That's coming here. They're going to hold us hostage the same way. The same way.
Rochdale, which is only 30 mile up road from me, its cenotaph has just been destroyed by foreign flags all over it. And all the poppies have been kicked over.
I swear London's in big trouble. The way things are going there, I'm seeing they're shooting fireworks at the police and doing all kinds of.
Police are shooting tasers at us English people and gassing us.
You've got so many immigrants in Germany too, and France is forget it. That's coming here, folks. Look at New York. Look at Washington D.C. Look at Orlando, Florida, where I live. Everywhere, people siding with butchers.
Put this on.
They want to butcher the whole world.
Put this on screen. It's from friends of mine. You're allowed to do it. It's on YouTube. It's just been put up a few seconds ago about Rochdale cenotaph. It's only about a second long. That's all. It isn't long at all.
Trying to read the chat here. I'm kind of two places at once. I'll be sorry. Yeah, the trolls. That's basically that's what I hear is like you say, "See for freedom." La 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 la. Same old thing. Every channel you see them on, they say the same thing over and over and over. You know, not helping the situation.
Real names. Wonder why.
Why? I don't understand why they don't want to help everybody, but no, they want to cut what you're saying down. They don't want to say anything productive.
They don't like the truth. That's why they shout over the top of you.
Yeah, it's a shouting match back and forth. They want to cut people down, tear them to shreds. You know.
It's like when your doctor says to you, "Oh, we're going round in circles here."
Yeah. Either get on board or get out.
Yes.
Start your own hate channels. Well, I know a couple of them have their own hate channel, but that's fine. That's their business. Good versus evil. That's right, Lisa. Good versus evil. They need to stay in their own comfy home and do what they want to do. They have the privilege to do it, just like I had the privilege to come on here and talk love and unite and freedom. They have the same chance to do what they want to do on their own channel. Stay there. Don't harass other people. They're just trying to make life miserable for everybody. And I don't go for that.
No.
I care about each and every one of them. They have the freedom. That's what we're fighting for, the freedom for them to be able to spew what they spew. All I'm talking is common sense. I'm not saying right, left, anything. I'm saying we unite with the same common goal, what we want, freedom, pursuit of happiness. Everybody, freedom of religion. That's every religion. And they try to cut it every which way to Sunday. It don't go like that. It does not go like that. We need to learn common sense again, decency, morality, not this good becoming bad and bad becoming evil. I mean, good becoming evil.
We have a free speech union.
It makes you sick on your stomach thinking about, how people view this. It's like they don't care. They could care less. So why should we listen to them? Why should we give them time? I don't know. It's beyond me. There's always a third that's going to be, black is white and white is black. Always going to be a third to be against everything. And if you read the Bible, everything's cut up in thirds. It's sad. But this is what we're up against, everybody. This is the kind of stuff we're up against. And we have to put on the full armor, get out there and do our job to change things, to try to make it better. Yes, there is. See, there's write-ins on the ballots. It's supposed to be. I haven't checked lately. They may have taken them off, but there's supposed to be a place for write-ins. Exactly. That's part of the electoral law. But who goes by the law anymore? Not our government. Anybody want to come on and say anything? Give me about 5 minutes. If nobody wants to come on and say anything, I'm going to cut it. I think I've stirred up enough trouble today. But I'll tell you what, I had a good time this weekend flag waving with C for Freedom and Freedom Misfits and Shirlene, Aruba. Just a small group there, but we had a good time. Our veteran to come in dressed in his uniform. Freedom Misfits sons. Had a good time. We partied all weekend. But everybody needs to get out there, even like if it's like Big D by himself. I'm gonna have to go by myself because I haven't found anybody here yet that wants to do it with me. So I'm gonna start doing it once I get up in a little better shape. I did good this weekend. Yep, I'm gonna keep up the fight. I'm here to the bitter end. And it may get tough. It may get tough. But I'm in this 100%. And my main thing is my goal. Like I said, freedom, unity, Constitution, Second Amendment, everything in the Constitution. It's all there. We got to keep it there. Well, I'll see you guys Wednesday. Adios.